Hi there and welcome back to Shadowrun Returns. I'm Byron and we are finally in the Seamstresses Union. And we are looking for someone named Coyote. Are you Coyote? No, you're Cherry Bomb. And you are Eric Mersman. And that's pretty much all I can interact with here. So let's talk to Cherry Bomb. The bartender is a striking elf sporting a perfectly toned body, perfectly pouty lips and perfectly tapered ears. Her eyes harmonize save me and take me in equal measure, hitting just the right notes for the maximum extraction of tips. She gets on her toes looking over the bar at you and smiles big. Hey down there, I haven't seen you here before. What can I get you? How about a date? She giggles with practiced ease. The elf girl next door. That's sweet. Nobody ever asks me that around here. Sorry baby, I'm off the menu. Drink? Psychoth. Black and hot. She starts to turn away when a man with the face of a survivor and the seal of a convert tucks her arm. Hard. It's clear the two have a history. They try to keep their voices low, but the intensity of their conversation makes them easy to overhear. Cherry, you have to listen to me. If you stick around here, you could end up dead or worse. The Ripper's out here and he's real. That last killing happened just down the block. And now Coyote's missing. What? I'm looking for someone with that name. They'll probably find her tomorrow in a dumpster without a head. Come on, Cherry Bomb, think! I think plenty, Shane. Ooh, his big friend Shane. Do you know that? It's a western, pretty old one. It's supposed to be a good one, but I don't like it that much. The kid really gets on my nerves. Well, anyways, I'm getting a PH freaking D from UW in neuroprosthetics, studying under Ogermans. And how am I paying for it? Bartending, tips. There are faster ways for a Baron's girl to earn that kind of scratch, but I'm not taking them. So what do you want from me? I want what you want, a better life, a better world for everyone. The Universal Brotherhood can give you that. The what? Sounds a lot like a sect to me. I've heard all this before. This isn't some trick to get us back together. Things are different now. I am different now. The Brotherhood. Cherry Bomb's pretty face is hard, armored in lipstick and low expectations. The Universal Brotherhood is for other people, Shane. Rich Bellevue types who can afford their membership fees and voluntary donations. This isn't about money, it's about binding the world together in brotherhood. Come with me, attend the discovery meeting. Get to the core of who you are. I heard Lynn Telestrian give a talk last night. Called The New Family of the Sixth World. Hey Telestrian, isn't that... There was this running sign about some Telestrian the third guy giving a press conference about something. I remember that dimly. Okay, apparently there was a talk that was called The New Family of the Sixth World. I've got a family right here, Shane. They're drunks and lowlifes on horse, and I choose them over any of your Brotherhood members. Now buzz, I need to get back to work. With body language that leaves no question that the conversation is over, Cherry Bomb turns her back on him. What about my Psychoth? Sorry, I got interrupted. I heard he's got the strength of the righteous, doesn't he? Her pretty eyes narrow. Be careful about whose conversations you listen in on here. Some folks aren't as friendly as I am. You've got a look that says you're not just here for the entertainment. Are you a badge? I think you know the answer to that. She regards you with a smirk. I do. You're independent. We're trained to spot a bronze the minute they walk in here. Something I can help you with? I have a few questions. Ask away. Tell me about this place. Some others come here for booze. Some come here for booze. Some for companionship. Others are looking for something they can't get anywhere else. If it's illegal or immoral, and it can be bought, sold, rented or consumed, you can probably find it here. The Union seems to attract people like you. Who was that you were talking to? Shane, old boyfriend. He used to work here. Then one day he saw a billboard from the Universal Brotherhood, and that was that. Went to a meeting, made new friends, moved in with them. I was happy for him, until he started coming around trying to recruit me. I don't need that dreck. That guy mentioned Coyote. She here? She looks worried. No, I think she's away on business. Business, huh? Is she a shaman with a name like Coyote? She laughs. No! She shot a coyote once, thinking it was a shaman who double-crossed her. Oh, sounds like my kind of girl. We've been calling her Coyote ever since. Her face falls. She's been missing for a couple of days now. Some people think the Ripper got her, but I know her. Coyote can't take care of herself. Ever hear the name Sam Watts? She nods. Sam was a regular customer, a regular pain in the ass for as long as I've been here. Talked a big game, but he was always broke. As soon as he got any money in his pocket, it went straight to his head. Chips, drugs, or booze. Coyote had a soft spot for him, though. Did you see Sam on the night he died? No, that was Coyote's shift. Who runs this place? I want to talk to them. That'd be Miss Kubota. She's in the back room. You can't miss her. Thanks for the intel. I appreciate the help. Gadapunks have to stick together. Talk to you later. She's a nice guy. Nice girl, I like her. Let's see what Eric Mersman is about. That's not how Coyote does it. Does anyone give a fuck? Apparently not. 0 fucks given. Man, do something about your teeth. It's ugly. Hey lady, I've got some extra outfits I'm trying to unload. You want first dibs? I'll take a look. Well, what do we have anyways? Equipment-wise... we have just regular armor, I guess. It's nothing fancy, really. So what does he have? LA Punk, secure ninja clothing. That's nothing a mage would want to hang, you know, be caught. Would be. What do you say? What do you say? It's nothing a mage would like to be seen wearing. And we have a saying in German. It's da möchte man nicht tot über den Zaun drin hängen. But it's really difficult to explain, to translate that into English. It's like you wouldn't want to be, you know, caught hanging dead over somebody else's fence while wearing that. I don't really know whether you have that saying in the English-speaking parts of the world. It's also when you talk about an area, a town that you don't really like, you could also say that's a place where you don't want to hang dead over a fence. Anyways, LA Punk, secure ninja clothing, the tourist, look. Grants intelligence +1. I guess that would be good. I want willpower apparently +1. Apparently we already have secure mage clothing. Armor 1. The coolest head in the shadows that grant intelligence +1. I mean, this would be better armor and give us willpower +1. So I guess it's not that bad, but this is actually armor +3. Armor +4 3 additional hit points. Plus you look stupid as fuck. No, go away. I'd rather have a few more spells or something like that. I mean, she has... Where is it? She has space for 3 more spells, so that's good. Who are you? Oh, I could talk to you. Jin Parks. Who are you? The Asian woman's expression reads open for business, but the demeanor reads dealer rather than companion. She has a jack on her neck and a gun on her hip and a chip on her shoulder. She eyes you with a sneer. This is just nice writing. She has a jack on her neck, a gun on her hip and a chip on her shoulder. It's just good. Well done, folks. You look like you could use some firepower. Something simple. I do guns so smart they practically fire themselves. If you're looking for tech, Got some of that too, if that's the way you roll. Oh, what are you selling? This is a street sweeper, I have that. A few grenades. My throwing sucks, so that's probably another thing. Ah, a drone repair kit. I was starting out with the rigger, and I was when I tried the game, I played the rigger for half an hour. I was wondering how you repair a drone. Apparently, along with that, you repair a drone. Okay, nothing that we really want. What about you? What's your name? Mr. Clue. Posted at the doorway to the VIP section is a tower of troll muscle wrapped in an impossibly tailored suit. Whether the product of good genes or expensive aftermarket cosmetic work, the troll's gleaming horns perfectly frame his face, and his polished tusks and goatee accentuate the set of a lantern jaw. Funny place for the architect to put a wall. I'm sorry. Lord Beering too. You have business here? I think that's funny, I'm sorry. Looking into the death of Sam Watts. Heard about that, real shame what happened to him. There is a sharpness in Clovis' eyes, the look of a man who has seen much and earned wisdom at a young age. I figured Sam was the type who needed to be thrown out on occasion. Encouraged to call it a night, I'd say. Sam was a drunk, but he usually wasn't a violent one. Usually? What about the night he died? He was a bit agitated. Didn't catch specifics, might have been over a woman. Thought I was going to have to show him out, but I had to deal with a couple of rival go-gangers posturing for one of the working girls upstairs. Jake helped Sam out instead. Thanks for the info. No problem. That's it? Apparently. Let's move on then. Who are you? Johnny Clean. The man is dressed like a janitor but is wearing unusually clean overalls. He's tall, rail thin, and has a cunning look in his eye that says he's more than just a maintenance man. Howdy. Name's Johnny Clean, you knew? Yeah, first time, just getting a look of the place. Well, enjoy yourself. This looks like your type of place. I'm just sweeping up a bit. I don't believe you one bit. Who are you? Nuke. Covered in glowing magical talismans and fetishes, the troll does not seem fully of this world. A spellcasting troll? How does he do it with his limited intelligence? He mumbles to himself constantly, and wisdom and all that shit. I mean, whatever. Apparently participating in several conversations at once, but with entities you can neither see nor hear. I told you, it's not like that at all. Bring me proof and you shall have it. I'm honored, your majesty. That was why I said to use mustard instead of catsup. What's catsup? Ketchup? Forgive me, Gene, I was a fool. He looks you in the eye, his other conversations on hold. You may peruse my magical verse and see their glory. Okay, show me what you got. So, yeah, heal wounds, I want that. So, what else? I want something that really hits hard. This is she casting and spirit summoning stuff. It's not what I want. Conjuring. That's not really that much for a mage. I guess we can take everything. Maybe that's a little tough. Okay, heal wounds I want of. And the mana ball seems to, it takes 2 action points, has a cooldown of 2, does damage 10, AoE 2. A magical explosion ignores normal armor and targets willpower. That looks like something that you would want to use if you encounter a group. That's a heal, that's always good. I mean, flamethrower is not bad. It takes 1 action point, 1 cooldown. It's, I mean, if the enemy is not immune to fire, that's the thing to go. It decreases the target's armor by 1. This is good if you want to make way for your friends. I'm taking the flamethrower. Confirm. Thank you. So that's like all the spells I can have right now. Let's check. Where's my stuff? Could I put one? No, I can't get rid of that apparently. Or can I? No. I mean, there's no really... Can I put this up here? I guess not. It's not really that much use for a mana bolt if you have a flamethrower. Oh, it ignores armor and targets willpower. Yeah, I guess if I would buy a mana bolt too, it would upgrade that, probably. Yeah. But I need more spells, so, well, I guess I have to upgrade my... what's it? It's not intelligence. Willpower more. Yeah, okay. 6, 7. Well, okay. Who are you? Miss Kubota. How much what? Miss Kubota watches you cross the room, sizing you up as you approach. As you get closer, you can see that she is of mixed races, African and Japanese. Her demeanor says this is my house, mess with it at your peril, but her eyes twinkle with a playful light when she speaks. Konvana, good evening. It is true what they say, good things come in small packages. Are you enjoying the Seamstresses Union? There should be plenty for a woman like you to enjoy. She eyes you closely, or is this business? I need a moment of your time, Miss Kubota. I have topics to discuss. Soka, why should I help you? Sam Watts, I'm looking for his killer. Her face brightens, amused. Ah, so you are the little insurance policy he would go on about when he was drunk. His avenging angel who would strike back for him from beyond the grave. What do you want to know? How well did you know Sam? I knew him, we all did. Sam was a regular here. Whenever he could beg or borrow enough nuyen to become altered in some way. Drugs, chips, alcohol, it didn't matter to Sam as long as he wasn't bent. He was always looking for his next fix. He clung to this place like it was his lifeline, and we treated him as part of the family, even if none of us truly liked him, except Coyote. Did you see Sam on his night of on the night of his death? He was here, quite inebriated as he often was. Coyote was working bar that night, and she informed me that Sam was getting rowdy and belligerent with other customers. When I requested he leave, he refused. My bouncer Mr. Kluge was off dealing with other issue, so I requested that Jake escort Sam out the back door to the alley. That was the last I saw of either of them. Why is this place called the Seamstresses Union? During the gold rush years there was a census, and the politicians wanted as high a number as possible to gain power and revenue. To bolster their numbers, they decided to include all the working girls, of which there were many, to the rolls. However, given the times, they could not list the girls' true occupations, so they entered them all as seamstresses. When a girl accumulated enough money to open her own place of business, she named it the Seamstresses Union, so potential workers would know that they would be treated fairly here, and thus a rich tradition was born. So you're a former seamstress? No, perhaps when we know each other more I will reveal more about myself. For now, enjoy the union. One more question. Can you tell me where to find Coyote? Her face darkens. Would that I could. I have not seen her in 2 days. She is a smart woman and quite dangerous, but I fear for her. If she's smart, why fear for her? Because she is in a dangerous line of work and there's always someone smarter, more prepared. Her room is upstairs. If you're looking for her, I invite you to examine it. You may be able to uncover her whereabouts. I would not normally betray her privacy in this way, but she missed 2 shifts now and I cannot be reached on a comm. This is unlike her. If something has happened, I will not have inaction on my conscience. Here's the key. Okay, that's the thing. Anybody else doing something here? Apparently not. Well, let's drink something. So, well, that appears locked. But not so much. There's a mid-grade security panel attached to the nearby door. It's said to require a password for entry. Well, if we were a decker, we could hack it. We are not, so we can't. So, is that the room? Is that Coyote's room? Probably not. There's nothing to do here. Caprice can't do shit. Let's leave. I actually bought a new keyboard. It's a mechanical one, but I highly doubt you can hear it clicking. But it's very nice. It's not that big actually, because I have very little space on my desk. But it's not that loud, and it's very comfortable if you're typing on it. So I like it a lot. So there are several things to do. Apparently this is Coyote's room. Looks like Coyote keeps her clothes in boxes on the floor. Okay, what else do we have? Coyote's computer is an ancient, probably fished. Coyote's computer is ancient, probably fished it out of a junkyard. It doesn't even have a data jack, and the cracked display is covered with fingerprints. Tapping the keyboard causes the dust-caked fence to spin up, only to display on-screen password. Without the password, the only other button on screen is password recovery option. Yeah, if we had decking, we could brute force the password, but not a dagger. Please answer 3 security questions to reset the password. Who's your childhood pet? How the fuck am I supposed to know? Leave the computer. Coyote's bed has a diary with several papers sticking out of it. Open the diary to the first paper. There's a receipt stuck between the pages and a diary entry. Read the diary entry. I came back from my shift to find 4 of Paco's goons sleeping on our apartment floor. It's getting fracking ridiculous. I want to be with them, with the real Paco, but this cutter drag keeps messing everything up. I love him, but he's totally different with the gang. It's how I make cash, baby, he always says. I try to tell him that he doesn't need the cash. I can support us both with what I make at the Seamstresses Union, but he still goes on these runs, with these bozos all over my floor. I feel like he's just seeing how far he can push me before I kick him out. I try to be patient, but why does it have to be all one way? As soon as the last cutter was out the door, I lost it. I told him if he ever pulled drag like that again, that he would be sleeping in the alley. Of course he begged and pleaded with me, telling me it wouldn't happen again. I don't want to deal with this anymore, but I don't want him to leave. He's the reason I got through all that stuff last year. Got my bartending license, got this apartment and this life. I know he cares about me and loves me, more than his involvement with the Cutters. I just wish I could slice out that gang from our life together, slice out the fear that comes along with it. Oh, we already had that. Inspect the receipt. A receipt for a Browning Max power pistol from Gin Park downstairs, with a note saying how big guns on hot women turn her on. Okay, second paper. The paper has a handwritten poem on it and a diary entry. Read the diary entry. Sometimes it seems like Packer reads my mind, or my diary. Maybe he does the latter. He'd be surprised. Hi, Packer. Every time, ever since last week, he hasn't mentioned the Cutters once. He leaves the apartment with a "see you in a few hours, babe," and returns later without comment. I don't know if it's really going to help for us to avoid the subject in conversation completely, but I have felt better without our constant arguing about it. The last 2 nights I've come home from work to Paco waiting up for me, slouching on the old dumpster couch with a novel 4 inches from his face. I imagine that as I turn the key in the door he perks up and makes himself look especially studious for when I get the door open. He seems superficially surprised to see me, but I love his little act. Read the poem. Let's just say that Paco should stick to guns and motorcycles and leave the poetry to others. Okay. Third paper. Look at the picture. The picture shows a young girl with caramel skin and dark brown hair. She has a snake wrapped around her arm, yet she is smiling. The back of the photograph has Shadow scrawled upon it. Maybe that's the name of her pet. Shadow, a snake. Inspect the recipe. A COD receipt for a special order. 5 pounds of zebra meat from Maury's Meat Emporium, located near Pike Place Market. Flip to a different page. 4th page. A receipt for wall safe installed near the bathroom door, set to a combination of... I have to write that down. Alrighty. Pen and paper, yeah, pen and paper. Those are the origins of Shadowrun. 3, 4, 2, 4, 3, 6. Yeah, what else? That's it. Put the diary down. Let's try our hands at the computer again. Password recovery. Our first childhood pet would be Shadow. Oh fuck. Your favorite musical act, Chicago. Isn't that a musical? I don't know. Shit. I need more information. Frame painting of the Chicago skyline done in a stylized silhouette. The stand is littered with action movies and cigarette butts. Anything about music? What's that? The broken mirror was hiding a small safe. Input the code found in... Oh, thanks, there. Very good, I wrote that down. Anyways. The safe beeps cheerfully in response and the door comes open. Yeah, now what do we get? A grenade. Anything about music? And that's it, apparently. Yeah. So, Shadow, that was easy. A favorite musical act. The fuck am I supposed to know? Concrete Dreams. Ah, shit, I don't know. Maybe Chicago. Answer stored. We're incorrect. Maybe I can talk to somebody and get it. I mean, I could brute force my way through that. That's possible. It would take a while. No, wait, where is she? No, fuck! I'm sorry, I clicked on the wrong button. This was where Miss Kubota used to stand, but she's over here now. Oh, here. Nice. Do you know Coyote's favorite band? Indeed I do. She plays her Starfire record so loud you can hear them down here. Ah, okay, so write that down, Starfire. I've told Mr. Kluwe to have her turn that drag down more than once. Do you know if Coyote had any childhood pets? I never ask about the past, none of us do. Coyote's real name is Gina, that's the most personal information I have about her. Do you know what city Coyote's from? Not to sound like I don't care about the girl, but I never thought to ask, just assumed she was from around here. Maybe it is Chicago because of that poster. Do you know Paco? He's a ganger, a member of the Cutters. He's a good kid in a nasty line of work. I warned Coyote against getting too attached to that type. They don't live long. Have you heard of Maury's Meat Emporium? Her face twists in disgust. No, I'm a vegetarian. Did you know Jin Park sold Coyote a gun recently? I'd be more surprised if she hadn't. Bouncers can deal with most of the troublemakers, but around here you need a gun just to take trash out to the dumpster. I'll see you around. Okay, let's get up again. I'm assuming it's Chicago because of the poster, and I know that Starfire is the music, and I know that the pet is named Thingy. Oh wait, wrong room. Is named Shadow, so we should be able to make progress now. Yeah, so we say Shadow, we say Starfire, whatever that may be, and we say Chicago. Your password has been reset to gibberish. For security, never write down your password, logging you in. Hey, it worked! The computer has a basic list of applications. Calendar. 3 days ago, meet with Delilah about gig. Today, meet Paco for a date at Pike Place Market. Due in 30 minutes. Contacts? Curtis' contact list is has exactly one entry, someone named Paco. There's no call link number or other contact information when available. This does not seem like a very useful list of contacts. Access history. A quick scan of her recent searches shows that Coyote has been reading a great deal about hellhounds. It also suggests more than a casual interest in vintage action figures. Hey, a girl after my own heart. Leave the computer. So, we have to speak with Miss Kubota now, and we've got some karma too, 5 points. This should be enough to do some things. Let's see what we can do. So ranged combat is max for now. It's not much, but it's the best we can do now. What does the 5 do? Probably no. point is, well, if I then go to 6, I get another spell. But I also wonder, I had the, you know, the body stat is really low. If I increase that to 4, I have 10 more hit points. That's probably not the worst thing to have. So we do that. How are you feeling now, my love? 40 out of 40. Yeah. That's better. Okay, we will speak with Miss Kubota, but we will do that in the next video. So thank you very much for watching and see you soon. Bye.